Next, I want to talk to you about a quantity that we call resolution of the sensor. Now, resolution is defined as the minimal change in input that is necessary to produce a detectable change in output. So, what is the minimum change that you require in the input to see some change in the output, right? So if the input changes very little, you may not see any change in the output because the change in the input is not detectable by the sensor at all. Okay, so what would be the minimum change that you would require to be able to see some change in the output? That's called resolution. And one way to think about it, uh, so let me just take this example to look at resolution. Let's say we want to measure two different things using these two graphs. We want to measure the angle from the x-axis, that is here. Let me just get my cursor on. So I want to measure the angle from the x-axis, and I want to measure the radial distance from the x-axis. Okay, so if I'm using this particular graph, what do you see? You see that the angle can be measured uh, at probably 15 degrees. If you just take these lines and you forget about these marks at the end. Okay, so you can measure at a resolution of 15 degrees. If it was somewhere between, you don't know what the angle is. The only thing that you know if your point is somewhere here is that your angle is between 15 and 30 degrees, but you cannot really quantify the angle more than that. Of course, that's the reason why they give these gradations at the circumference, so that it helps you to define your resolution a little bit more. Now, however, in this graph, those lines have been expanded, and therefore, if you look at some point here, you probably are able to look at an angular resolution of around 1 degrees. Okay, that angular resolution gets reduced if you come very close here. Okay, so for example, at this point, if the point was here, then you only can distinguish the uh, angle. You can only say it's either 0 degrees or 30 degrees. You don't know how to go closer than that. Okay, so so the physical mechanism, the physical graph that you're using to measure resolution is uh, putting a limit on how small an angle you can measure. Similarly, you can think about the radial distance. So in this graph, you can measure radial distance at around 0.5 units, whatever those units are. However, here you're able to measure it to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, around 0.1 units, just because there are finer lines in the graph. Okay, and the same concept can be applied to any kind of sensor, right? So the resolution of the sensor is basically limited by two things. One is the physical mechanism of the sensor itself, as we saw in the previous slide. Our graphs were sensors, and they could only measure a minimum of a certain radial quantity and not anything below that. But resolution of a sensor is also limited by noise. Um, why? See, if the output, let's say you're measuring an output and you get an output of, let's say, 1 millivolt. When you change the input, you're expecting a output of around 2 millivolts. So 1 millivolt change for a change in input, for some change in input. But if there is a noise in your output of, let's say, 10 millivolts, then that 1 millivolt and that 2 millivolt will look exactly the same, because the noise is so high that you cannot distinguish between the two, and therefore you cannot resolve the inputs that you would be able to resolve if there were no noise, right? So noise also limits resolution.